Hi, welcome to episode 28, I believe, but it's the second knitting podcast from me in English. So, welcome everybody. I saw I got a lot of new subscribers on my channel. Thank you very much. For my new viewers, welcome. I'm Cindy. I'm living in the Netherlands, and I learned knitting and crochet from my mother and my grandma. My mother is still is doing a lot of crafting during the day. She knits, she crochets, diamond painting. She has a big attic on top of her house, and that's all craft supplies. So sometimes we make a joke when I need something or my sister needs something, and then we say, and we call my mom and we say van, Mom, we come shopping. And she has a lot of stuff. So, and for a couple of years ago, my friend was knitting socks. And that's when my addiction for knitting and crochet and making stuff exploded. So welcome everybody. It's nice to have you here and spend some time with me. A lot of comments I got that my English is okay, so nothing to worry about. Sometimes I have to think about words, but when I talk some more English, then it's gonna be okay. First, that was the plan in January from this year, was that I record my knitting podcast on locations, sometimes with herds of sheep, sometimes just relaxing places, but I recorded one episode with the sheeps here in Eddna, and in March I'm gonna record with Angora goats, and in June when they are shaving the sheeps, I'm gonna record also in a herd of sheeps. But I hoped that there was more, how you call it, the people who want you to record over there in other herds or farms or wool related shops or wool related farms, or where they make the yarn. So my idea was that I wanted to know something more about wool from sheeps, wool from maybe yak, wool from Angora, wool from the mohair, the how you call the alpacas, something like that. So that was my idea, but the reality is that not many people want to have you there, share information. So I'm not gonna record my knitting podcasts in a lot of wool related locations. I was very enthusiastic about my idea, but well, it is what it is, and I can't force the farms to film over there. or to go there without an invitation. So we will see what will happen this year in the locations. So that's that. I'm starting with, like so many people, with the finished objects, and then the whips, what I'm working on, some acquisitions, and maybe some plants. I have 2 plants, and that's part of the acquisitions I've made. So let's start with the finished objects. My first finished object is this little cute romper for the baby of my daughter. It's from the book Klømpelømpe, and it's a Christmas romper, but you can wear it all year long. Maybe under something under, or a cardigan over it, or just for in the homes. I made it with Drops Baby Merino, and I made some knots here, or some buttons with butterflies. So that is my first knitting object. It's, I hope, when it's fit to the baby when it's newborn. I hope, but I don't know. The baby will be born end of May, beginning of June, so maybe the weather is nice and warm, and she, because it's a she can wear it right away when grandma is visiting. So this is first object. I'm gonna show you what the pattern was from. It is from this book, Klømpelømpe, the 4 seasons, and oopsie, this is the pattern. Look how cute. So that's what I made for her. The first, the second finished objects are these socks. I made with sockyarn, 75% merino, 25% nylon, and 1 strand of silk mohair, kid silk from Drops. First I made a long tube. Then the tube was, without the cuff, 200 rows. Then I divided in 2, made the toe, and then measured where the heel was gonna get, and it's the afterthought heel. I'm not always very happy with the afterthought heel, because maybe I'm doing something wrong, I don't know, but it's a bit tight over here, also on the other side. So maybe I'm not doing something right, or I don't know. But they fit. They are for my boyfriend, and he's happy with them. They're soft and warm. So this is my second finished object. I started on a 3.5 millimeter Gu circular needle, 9-inch, that's what I know, and I had 56 stitches, and then 200 rows, and then the toe and the heel. So this is my pair of socks for my boyfriend. The third finished object is The Dust of Snow shawl by Helen Stewart. this is it. It's a very lovely shawl with garter stitch and lace stitches. Is it garter stitch? I believe so. This is garter stitch, right? Yeah, I think so. Or maybe not. I used 14 colors from my Christmas Advent sock yarn, and there is a bit of kid silk also, and normally this pattern calls for 24 minis, 10 grams minis, but the first was also 10 grams here, and then it started to 20 grams, my Advent. So I thought with color 14 that it was enough. First enough because of the kid silk. I made this pair of socks with kid silk. I made this shawl with kid silk, and then you are knitting all the silk mohair fluffies flying around when you are knitting, so I was done with it. So I thought, when I can wrap this shawl, or wrap around my neck like this, and it can come under my coat, and it shows the shawl or the wrap. Look, I'm gonna stand up. It is long enough for me. This is going under my coat, and then it's okay. So I don't need a wrap for 2 meters or maybe longer. This was for me enough. So I bind off after color 14, and well, it's big enough to wear. It's soft, it's lovely, the colors and the pattern is lovely. So I'm happy with this dust of snow shawl. That was my third finished object. I'm sorry. It's cold because before this one I recorded the podcast in Dutch. Then I was busy with my winter woods sweater from Jessica McDonald's. I only knitted like 2 rows, 3, maybe 3. So I'm not gonna show it because there's nothing to show. So that's what I'm working on. The second thing is a Testknit for Millysknitdesigns, the spring rain socks. It's a Testknit in I think 6 or 7 sizes, 7 sizes, but I'm knitting, of course, the baby size. This is the baby sock. This is the pattern. Let me show you. It's lovely. It's very lovely. Look. In pink, pinky pink, for my baby girl. Started the second one, and this merino nylon base I dyed myself, and there are, like shown on the video, a bit light, a bit white, a bit darker pink. So the wool and the design is lovely. I'm knitting it on the 2.25 millimeter Chow interchangeables, and I knit all my knit work with Xiaogu interchangeables, but this one, I believe the second or third time I'm using them, and they are really harsh to knit with. Look, and I'm not a tight knitter, but it's irritating me. Look, you can even pull it, or I don't know, maybe it's the needles, maybe it's the yarn, but I use the yarn for a shawl, so I don't think that's it. I don't know. I think it's the needles, and maybe they have to adjust, or I don't know, maybe work more with these interchangeables. I don't know. Maybe it's just because they are new, but I'm going to continue because the one sock syndrome is not going to happen, because also it's a test knit, so I want to finish these socks. That's whip number 1. Do I have a whip number 2? Yeah, and whip number 2 is the Winter Woods blanket, Winter Woods sweater from Jessica McDonald, but I'm not going to show. The third I'm working on is a corner to corner crochet blanket. I can show it. I have to turn around the other side of my room. I had to buy some wool because all the wool I had, I worked it in my blanket. I knitted crochet. Whoopsie, sorry. This is how far I am. It's for my son. It's in all the nature colors because he loves nature and he loves this color, so I used all the minis I got, and this was a skein I dyed myself, and yeah, it's also done. I'm not having any more of that yarn, and I crochet it on a 4mm crochet hook. So that's also what I'm working on. Not gonna have another knitting or crochet whip. I have one embroidery cross stitch whip, and that's this one. It's also, of course, for the baby. I have it in my cross stitch look through bag I made myself. This is how far I got. It's the belly, and now I'm going up for the head of the bear. I have a needle minder. Look how great, it's a magnet, so I don't lose my needle. And this is the inside of the bag with the roses, and I always do the yarn on these little paper cards with the number and the symbol of the cross stitch chart. Sometimes it's hard. So that's also what I'm working on. And these are my whips. Next time I'm gonna have some other finished objects, and of course again some new whips, because I made some acquisitions. The first I bought was some spinning wool, and it was Corridale Himalaya. Look at those colors. It's like fire. It's called Himalaya, but it's so lovely. Very, very nice, beautiful colors. I don't know what I'm gonna make with it when I spin it, but yeah, I come to that. Maybe some color work in a yoke or something, or at the sleeves or something like that. But it's 100 grams, so that's what I bought. And I bought something from Eddna, and it's the Jarbo Svensk Ull Swedish wool. It's non-superwash and for a 4mm needle, 100 grams, 180 meters. And this is what I am gonna make with it. And it's called the, just a minute, the Toften lady sweater with a raglan. This is it. The raglan is here from the side and then under the arms. It's a free pattern from Eddna.nl, maybe also Eddna.com, I don't know, haven't checked. It's a free pattern, but you can also, yeah, I think you can also buy it, and then also with the yarn, so you have maybe a nicer copy or a better looking pattern, but that's okay. This is the side, and this is with the raglan. Look how great this cable. It's very nice. So I saw this pattern and I thought I'm gonna buy some wool. On the website she wears it in light gray, but it was sold out, so I got some nice cream colored Swedish wool. Very happy with it. And yeah, I'm gonna I think tomorrow or maybe the day after I'm gonna cast on for this sweater. Then I got from my mom this very nice bergère angora wool. It's 80% angora, 20% lamb's wool, 25 grams, 110 meters. And really, I never felt something as soft and cozy and warm, and it's so lovely. I really am in love with this yarn. I think it's very expensive, I don't know. I got it from my mom, 3 boxes, so 75 grams. And I'm gonna knit something for the baby with it because it's so special yarn. And my mom is 78, so she also knits. I'm back. That was my neighbor. He wants to ask something for my boyfriend. So I got it and I'm gonna make something special with it because it's special wool. It's very lovely. and squishy and soft. Oh man, it's really great yarn. Yeah, I'm happy with it. Thanks, Mom. I'm really happy with this great yarn. So this is what I got. This is what I'm up to. And I'm gonna, oh, here is my book. This is what I'm gonna make also for the baby. This felted house, yeah, shoes, or I'm gonna make it with this manchelopis. I got a leftover from the Winter Woods sweater, so I'm gonna knit those shoes and wash it so it felts. And yeah, maybe next time when I record it, then when I record my knitting podcast, I'm gonna show it when I finished the shoes. That's my dog. Now he thinks because of there was somebody rings on my door that there are gonna be people in the house, and then he starts to whine, starts to, I don't know, maybe he wants to go over there, I don't know, but well, I let him, and now it's over, so it's also a couple of minutes, and then he knows that there are not people in the house. So this was my second English podcast. I hope you liked it. It was a short one, no, 27 or 30 minutes. When you watch this video and you didn't subscribe on my channel, you can also subscribe. It's for free, and you can help me with it, so other people also can find me. When you like my video, you can always give a thumbs up. And yeah, maybe I'm gonna record in maybe 1 or 2 weeks. I think two weeks maybe, with yeah, with more knitting related, yarn fiber related content. And till then, thank you for watching. Have a great one. Have a nice week or 2 weeks crafting with knitting, embroidery, or crochet, or whatever. Be well, and I talk to you in about 2 or 3 weeks. Bye.